So now you've got emails that you've backed up. Okay, so if we go over here and we look in our GYB work folder, you'll see that these are all the emails for all of our clients, well, for all the staff at our company. You can have 10, you can have 10,000. And you might want to do specific ones on one server, specific ones on another server. You might want to dump this into a Google Drive folder and put it there so it actually backs itself up. Basically, it works beautifully. Beautifully. You can add this as a scheduled task. If you don't get any new people, you can actually just run those particular backups once a week, once a day, whatever it is, and life will be good. But now we want to restore this. So let's pretend, okay, right now, the only one that's actually got real emails in is admin@Taming G Suite. So now let's say that this person has left and we want to download all of those so that we can have them as a backup. And then the CEO says, I'd like them on my email. You go, perfect. Or it's a new marketing person, the old marketing person left, and you want to give them the complete thing of them. Obviously, there's a way to migrate them between them using the Google UI, but you can do this differently. You can actually say based on labels. You can do based on certain times. You do a whole bunch of different things. If you want to look over here, there's a performing a restore thing over here where it gives you the whole thing. We can do a normal restore back to your normal email. You can say, where is the local backup? And you can say that that's where it is. That's if you want to restore back to yourself. Now, if you don't have those emails and you don't want to restore it back to yourself, that's fine. But I'm not going to be able to show you that because actually I haven't deleted any of the emails from the admin. So the second one I'd like to do is this one over here. So it's GYB email, new email address, action restore, local folder, and that's where the old address is. So basically this is going to take all the emails from admin and we're going to chuck it into, let's say, Jim. Let's go into this one and let's do this. Okay, so GYB, the old one's going to be admin and the new one is going to be Jim. So if I go and look in Jim right now, he's only got 2 emails. So I'm going to say that this is going to be the new email address. I'm going to copy that. That's going to be the new email address. Action restore, local folder, and we're going to do GYB mail backup, old address. So if I go into the old address here, this is the old address. So I'm going to rename that, copy that, and dump that into there. Now this is the reason why we have a specific GYB work folder, so that when you run it, it's going to go from there. So you don't actually have to put the location into this. So if we now say copy on this, and I'm in the GYB work folder, type this in GYB, we're going to push to Jim, restore of admin@Taming G Suite, push enter, I'm going to ask for this. So let's actually close that, do that again, and then -- service account, push enter, and this should now work. Got 170 messages to push up, and obviously depending on how many emails you need to restore, it might take a couple of minutes and it might take a couple of hours. Obviously it's pulling everything from the local computer and pushing it up to this account. This basically says it's now done, so let's go and look. And if we go and look over here, this is Jim, refresh that, and it says that it's got all of these emails. Let's go into the sent, and you can see all of the emails that we had in the admin before are now in Jim. Now, you might not want to do it exactly like this because Jim's now going, oh, I've got so many blooming emails in here. You might want to actually make it a little bit nicer for him and actually say, let's label this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of these and I'm going to delete them. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to highlight them and all. No, I'm not. I'm not going to delete it. What I'm going to do is show you another fun thing. Under the documentation here, there is a thing called action purge. Now, they do say this is dangerous. What's life without a bit of danger? And basically it says here, if you run this without the -- search parameter, because you can do searching here, this will empty your entire mailbox. This removes messages from trash, spam, and there's no ability to restore the mailbox itself. Use this option with extreme caution. You've been warned. Okay, so I've been warned. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to delete Jim now. Push that in there. And I'm going to say GYB -- email Jim, and I'm going to say action purge. Copy that, and let's do -- service account. Found 172 messages, and they're gone. So if I go back to Jim and refresh, it's gone. Nothing in the inbox, nothing in the sent, and spam, trash. There's nothing anywhere. So let's say what we actually want to do now, instead of making it complicated for Jim, let's actually restore it now to Kevin. But instead of actually doing this, let's actually restore it with a label. And the label is going to say it's been restored from, and use the old admin. So we're going to use this particular thing. We're going to say GYB email, and we're going to restore it to Kevin. Action restore, so that's pretty normal. From the local folder, from the admin at Taming G Suite. But this time we're going to say label restored from admin at Taming G Suite and make it a service account. Do that, dump that in, push enter, and see what that does. So it says it created a message, a label, restoring 15 of 170. If you go and look in the background, it says here, here's from admin at Taming G Suite. You can see that a couple of them have started coming in already. If I refresh this, over here, you'll see them starting to come in nicely with labels, and you've got the labels over here on the side. So you can actually filter by what you're actually looking for. There's a couple of ways of doing this. In the next lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to restore to a Google group, which, as I said before, doesn't have any limits. Join me then. Thanks so much.